3 things you can do to make yourself happier right now. There's many things that you can do to make yourself happier, depending on who you are and the things you like. They're either healthy or unhealthy. And we've probably all got a mixture of both of those in our lives. But what I wanted to share with you now are 3 techniques that I've learned for really picking up the mood when you're feeling down. And the thing that I love about these techniques is they don't require anything external. They don't require you to go and buy anything or to go and see anybody or anything like this. It's something that you can just do yourself in your home, wherever you are, whenever you like. So nice and easy. Now, the first one is a gratitude list. Now, one of my mentors, a guy called Peter Sage, incredible international entrepreneur, incredible mindset coach, released a stunning book last year I recommend you reading. And he was the first person to introduce what is actually quite a commonly known concept, but to me it wasn't at the time, and that was the concept of the gratitude list. Now, a gratitude list is very simply a list of things that you're grateful for. And this can be very personal, like your family, experiences you may have had, your work, where you live, whatever it may be. Or it could be something as simple as I'm grateful for the air that I breathe. I'm grateful for the sun that shines on my skin each day. I am grateful that I live in a time where opportunity is abundant, and with a little bit of resourcefulness, I can go there and get the things that I want and need. Whatever your gratitude is, having this list is incredibly powerful, and keeping it updated. Not like making a list of 10 things you're grateful for and thinking that's going to work forever. It doesn't work that way. So start by making a list of 15, 20, 25 things that you're really grateful for in your life. Now, you'll notice that the first 5 to 8 are pretty general. But then you start to dig a bit deeper and really think about this. You start to actually identify things that you're grateful for that maybe you didn't even know you were grateful for. And that's when it becomes really cool. So this list should always be updated as and when you have new experiences in your life. It may be that you're grateful for that experience or for that opportunity, whatever it is. And by updating this list on a constant basis, it just stays live. You know, there's that thing where if we just use the same list all the time, we'd become complacent, it would lose its power, and we don't want that to happen. So keep it updated and have this list. Now, how do we use this list? Well, I have it as part of a morning routine now, in which I take 5 minutes to review 5 different points on the gratitude list, and I pick them at random, and I spend a minute with each one, not just saying, oh, I'm grateful for my children, fantastic, but actually visualizing being with my children and connect to the emotion of being with my children. And that really fills me with gratitude, and that feeling of gratitude makes me feel incredibly happy. So I use it in my morning routine, and I also use it if something bad happens or perceived bad happens, or I'm just feeling a bit down at any point during the day. I can grab my list, I have it on my notes on my phone, really easy, and I just go through it, take a few minutes, take myself to one side, and I remind myself about how awesome life is, and about how fantastic it is, and how much I enjoy it every single day. And that's enough. So that's tip number 1. Make a gratitude list and use it, I think is a key point there. The second one is slightly different. It's a magic moments list. Now, this is a list of things that have happened in your life that are just like those Hollywood moments, whatever it may be, whether it's you go to South Africa and you scale Table Mountain, you're stood at the top looking out over this beautiful area, and you have this incredible moment by yourself, whether it was your wedding or the birth of a child, or when you graduated from university. I don't know what it is, but these magic moments. Now, I've picked some quite big moments there. It could be something very small. It could be something like your husband or wife acknowledges you in a moment where you don't normally be acknowledged, and that acknowledgement fills you with gratitude and love and everything else. So look for these magic moments, make a list of your magic moments, and it works in a similar way to the gratitude list, in so much that you would go through it as part of a potential morning routine, and you would be able to lean on it and go back to it if you're ever feeling down in a random moment. But also in the way of the gratitude list, you need to keep updating it. So every time you have new magic moments, or one pops into mind from 10 years ago that you forgot to put on the list originally, keep it updated. So there's the first 2. Make a gratitude list. Second one, make a magic moments list. Now, the third one, this is one that I started doing on a regular basis, and now I do once a month. And it's just like a little top-up. And again, it leans on gratitude. So how would this work now? If you're noticing that you're feeling down, if you're noticing that you're each day just kind of having this drain where you're not feeling fantastic, something I started doing, again, a recommendation from another mentor, was to actually send a gratitude message. So send a message of thanks to somebody. Now, it could be just a simple Facebook message. It could be send an email, a text message, who cares? And it could be something as simple as, like, I just want to say thank you because the other day you really inspired me, or, I just want to thank you for being an example of what I want to be. I don't know what it is. It could be anything. It could be something really, really simple. It could be that you don't send a message. It could be that when you have a letter delivered to your door, you come out and express an additional amount of gratitude to the postman. I don't know. But finding somebody to send that to. Now, I've been feeling down in the past, I've actually installed that as a thing I do every morning. So I try and find somebody else just to say thanks to. And it doesn't need to be cringy and cheesy and over the top. If that doesn't feel right, it could just be, hey, dude, thanks for this, thanks for that. Very, very simple. But when you do this, it just has this incredible effect. It really, really, really does make you feel good about yourself. And of course, it makes them feel good about themselves to hear something great. One thing that I would say, which is super important when doing this, is it must be done without expectation. So if you send this message thinking, oh, I can't wait to see what this guy comes back with, and for whatever reason they don't message you back, then it's going to have the opposite effect. You're going to start questioning and everything else. And that's not the right thing to do. Because the fact is that you don't know what state they're in when they've received the message. You don't know how busy they are. Everything else is just no point getting caught up in that nonsense. You've sent out some gratitude. You've had this burst of big positive energy into the universe. And that's it. And then just walk away from it. If something comes back, fantastic. Okay, brilliant. But if not, it's okay. You've still done your piece. You've still contributed with some lovely positive energy to somebody out there. So those are the 3 tips that I would say for making yourself happier right now. Make a gratitude list, make a magic moment list, and start sending a daily gratitude message to different people. Now my gratitude message is probably once a month. I did the daily one for about 6 months and started to run out of people. No, I'm only joking. It just got to the point where I was adjusting my routines as I normally do in order to keep them fresh. And now once a month, I have the same Monday every single month, and I just send a message out. And the fewer messages that I'm sending at the moment means that I'm probably able to get a bit more deep with these communications. Because again, I've been doing these gratitude messages for a few years, so I'm quite comfortable with them now. So there are 3 little tips. As I say, there's many, many things to make you happy out there, but these are 3 things that I found are very, very useful. You can do on your own and require very little external resource. So thank you for listening. As always, have a beautiful, beautiful day, and I will see you very soon. Bye for now.